Good morning, students of grade 4. I hope you all are well at your home. Today we will start day 3, that is identifying the key details of the block 1, the golden goose. For that you need resources. That resources are your content book and your workbook. Aim: identify key details in a familiar story. You know a story and in that you have to find the key detail. Keywords are key details, important. Beginning. If you see beginning, middle and end. Beginning of the story is the woman and her daughter lived in a mud house. The goose was magical. Middle, if you see, the goose decided to help them by giving her golden feather. And the end of the story is like the old woman was sad when the feathers turned white. The goose also flew away. This kind of beginning, middle and end we saw in the story. Now our first question is, what are key details? The details that are so important that changing them would change the whole story. Details are so important. Important details are needed to complete the story. So whatever beginning, middle and end is there, whichever is missing, that time the story will not be completed. So for that, changing them, if we will change them, if we will take out some words from them, so the story will change. So key details are very important for a story. Key details in the beginning introduces the characters and setting. Why key details are necessary in the beginning? Because it introduces the character and setting of the story, where the setting, where the character, where the story took place, and what are the characters in that. The details in the middle tell us the main action and how the characters change. Main action is happened in the middle part. So key details is important in the middle part also. The key detail in the end tells us what happened to the character after the main action. Means at last what happened. The action happened and action के बाद क्या हुआ, at last what happened, that we get by the key details only. Key, so in 3 of them, like beginning, middle and end, in 3 of them key details are needed. Now you have to take out your workbook. If you take out your workbook and open it, page number 13, you see S3, identifying key detail. This is the same heading which we have seen today. ठीक है? Fill in the boxes with the key detail from the story, the goose and the reasons why they are key. Reasons also you have to give, and you have to tell the beginning, middle and end. Beginning, middle and end, whatever we have seen earlier, likewise you have to write. And key details you have to write, like why in beginning key detail is necessary, because it tells us the character and setting of story, because it tells us the main character in the story, because it is the main action of the story, because it tells us how the family felt after the action happened. This kind of things you have to write in your notebook, because it tells us how the characters changed, because it tells us about the feeling of character after the action, because it tells us what happened to the main character after the action. This kind of things you have to write in your book. This you have to write in your book. Thank you.